Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Birdies with Boynsy. We've returned to the scene of the crime for the previous video because we've had some great interaction. Kyle said that my lie was too good for the chip shot that I had. He said he's never seen something like that off a downslope. So we've got the ball. As you can see, it's a bit more buried in down here. It's harder to play the shot. If we just pan round and have a look, the greenkeepers have changed the hole. So we found where the old hole was. We've put a head cover down it to replicate the shot. So let's see what we can do out of this lie. I'm expecting it to land even shorter. Maybe won't get quite as good a strike as the previous video, and hopefully it'll just run down and fumble down to it. So this one's for you, Kyle. Thanks for the request. Keeping everything the same, just the strike might not be quite as good. Good enough for you, Kyle? So as you just saw from that shot, landed a bit shorter than last week, but it ran on and just reached where the head cover was, where the old hole was. So out of that worst lie, the strike might not have been as good, the control wasn't as good, but the result was fine. So just ease those expectations out of worse lies. Just landed a little bit shorter, just ran on a little bit more. Another request or another message we had in was from Matt Elcox. He said, would you ever be tempted to putt in this situation to take out any of the bad shots? Well, my answer to that is no. I'd never be putting from on the downslope or through this thicker rough. We'll give it a go for the video, but you just don't know how hard you have to hit it. There's some shorter bits there, some longer bits there. We might even have to go over a sprinkler head there. You just don't know how the ball's going to react. The idea of using the loft on the club is to eliminate all of that and land it on the flat area. So I'm not really expecting this one to get as close. It might not be as bad, but look at that race on. I just feel like I've got absolutely no control putting out of that grass, so that's why I would never use the putter from there personally. So as we are back at the 15th, and the greenkeepers have kindly moved the flag for us, it'd be rude not to have a look at that shot off the downhill lie to a flag where you've got a bit more green to work with. So I'm changing my loft on this shot. I'm going for the pitching wedge because I want that ball to roll out further. Probably still looking to land the ball in and around this area at the front of the green, the closest flat part to me, and then just let it chase down to the flag. So it's not going to fly as high as normal. It's not going to fly as high as the 58, but we don't need it to fly as high. We want that ball chasing to the flag a little bit more. Let's give it a go. So with that lower lofted club, you can see how the ball chases down to the hole that much more. Both areas I'm landing it at the front of the green with two different clubs. One has more release than the other. Let's go and try a longer shot. We've looked at the same shot using a different club and out of a worse lie. Now we're going to look at the shot from the downhill lie to a longer flag that's just a little bit further away. A lot of the things are going to be kept the same throughout this shot. Same club, still getting level with the flag, and we're going to land it in roughly the same place. Still looking to land this ball on the putting surface. We don't want to be using this area off the downslope, and we definitely don't want to be using this thicker rough because the ball's not going to release to the hole. But because it's a longer shot, we might end up a little bit further away from the hole. Let's give it a demonstration. I landed a little bit shorter than I wanted, but as you can see from that, it still ran past the hole. Came out very low for a 58-degree wedge off this downslope for this longer shot. Happy with the strike. Remember to take those practice swings on that different stance, different lie, just to try and familiarise yourself with the shot. So, really like the engagement from everyone asking questions about the video. If you've got any more requests or want to know anything more about this particular downhill lie or any other lies, let me know and we'll get onto them.